Today, the message with our know we want to give to you is how to face a major challenge, how to face a major challenge that developing country have, which mean how to raise domestic savings, private savings, and to savings for development. Uh, as you know, duties of government, and it's written in all the constitutions, is secure savings of the population, especially the poor population, that one which is not financially included in the system. That's why some countries, a lot of countries, set up some instrument like popular passbooks, postal savings. You have them, for example, in Egypt and in some other Mediterranean countries and in a few countries in Africa also. But these savings are simply secured. In other countries, institutions have been created to transform part of these savings in development, exactly like what national and DFIs normally do. The case
Indeed. Thank you, Bernardo. In fact, national deposit and development banks, what are they? They are public long-term institutions with an emphasis on providing resources to finance strategic long-term national projects. So the main point here is collecting, securing, and transforming the national domestic resources. And the mission that has been entrusted to national deposit and development banks, known as Caisse de dépôt in French, is to transform the domestic resources to finance strategic projects. So the main objectives here is how do we do it? How do we collect those resources? There is a studies done in Benin which evaluates to 1,000 billion CFA the funds, the resources available in the non-structural, non-formal, the informal system. Those resources are not put in use. It doesn't help transform our economic. It doesn't help finance our strategic project. So the national deposits and development banks are there to capitalize those resources and put them to work. We are part of the forum, the Caisse de dépôt, which is a platform, a reflection platform, where we think about those issues and try to find solutions on how we can solve those problems. There are countries that are having to put in place national deposit banks. Mr. Bernardo here, which is the Secretary General of the Forum, can tell us a little bit what are the main objectives we are trying to achieve besides letting the word known that national deposit banks are part of the solution on the financing problem we have right now.
Thank you. The forum, I mean, we had very, very old institution like the French one, the Italian one, the Brazilian one, the Morocco, the oldest in Africa, 1959. Remember, other institution in Gabon, of course, in Senegal, in Ivory Coast, Benin, the latest one in Cameroon, just born 2 years ago. A new one will start in another country, in Congo, and share a lot of which our experience, especially from the old to the new one. But what we actually is very important for us is we try to present the model, which is quite unique. Okay. So, in a two words, two jobs. We save, we secure, we raise and secure the saving of the population. What is actually informal savings in most countries, for example, in Mediterranean area, 50% of the population have this type of instruments. 50% in all the countries that have a Caisse de dépôt, like France, Italy, Morocco, and Tunisia. And we transform in long-term investment like DFIs, exactly the same model of assets with, of course, a sophisticated prudential model, exactly like a bank, a commercial bank, but we are not a bank. We are a public institution with a particular regulation, not exactly a regulation like banks, no regulations complicated, but we are here to transform, okay, with a separate regulated, try to uh, invest in economy using private means, like in Benin.
Indeed, Benin has done a great job. The National Deposit and Development Banks of Benin has put in place. It's part of the reform the new government has achieved these past years. And we we did a great job in some area. Some of them we are trying to improve. But the key concept here, the key notions here, I would like you guys to to go on with are the collecting, the securing, and the transforming the domestic resources part. That is one of the main objective here. It's how we capitalize on that, on what we have. The second one is providing liquidity to the local banks because we are liquid institutions. And the third one is the long-term national investors part. We invest with equity instruments. We come in to share the risk with the promoters of the project by provide them with long-term concessional resources. So Benin has done quite well. We have in 5 years raised around 1,000 billion USA CFA ZOF, and those money is are put in the development of the infrastructure. Those we finance mainly the strategic projects of the government, the project that has been identified as priority for the government. So we are there with the investors. We help them not only with financial instruments, but we also help them structure the business so that they can achieve great objectives and have great results. So I have here a beautiful book, which is a outlet. It's a reference outlet book that talk about the National Deposit and Development Banks. If you want to learn about it later, it is available. Mr. Bernardo.
So you can have this reference book there. So synthesis, conclusion, we are very special DFIs, okay, with a second job, which is in our liabilities to secure the private savings. Now, what is our idea? Is to set up a working group with DFIs to explain to other DFIs that you can also do the same type of job. You can do it in your country. Have the model. We can support you. We are setting up this group with the Association of DFIs. So you will hear of us in the next week and months. And this is the reference book. I should say, with the languages of our institution, thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Grazie mille. Muito obrigado.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you, and we see you soon.
Merci.